Alrighty. Excuse me. Alrighty. What's up, motherfuckers? We are live! Once again, we are live. Right here. On a Friday night. And you know what that means. It's time for another video. Right here. On the main channel. Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button down below. In my pants. That too. Hit the subscribe button down below on this channel, and on my other channels are down there, but you know where they are. Go find them. But subscribe to the channel down below, this channel, and all my other channels down below in the description box. And as always, find me on social media: Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram if you dare. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap, slap, beat that bell to death. Treat it like it's your bitch. Or the New York Yankees. But I digress. But hit the bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn video and a goddamn thing. And if you do, well, fuck you, man. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And that's it. We'll move on from there. But this is your first time watching, you're seeing my sexy face for the first time. Hit the bell, get notified. And if you want to get interactive with me, you gotta have to wait 2 weeks. I know it's a pain in the butt, but you know, there's a lot of trolls around. They're still yapping because, you know, they got obliterated. They can't just learn to shut the fuck up, keep me and other people out of their fucking mouths and their vaginas. And that's pretty much it. But eventually, maybe by the end of the year, maybe going into 2023, I might go down a little bit and kind of restrict it from 2 weeks. I might go down to 1 week, and then eventually I'll just take it off completely sometime in the middle of next year. But for now, I'm just playing it safe, and if you're a new subscriber, you're gonna have to wait a couple weeks, or when the video is over on the replay, you can send your comments and everything else. But live chat, if you're new, you're gonna have to wait 2 weeks. But everybody else that's been subscribed for 2 weeks, you can come on and say hello and tell me how sexy I am and all that other good shit. But I already knew that already. But it is what it is. And that's all I gotta say about that. And we'll move on from there. But this is your first time, like I said, hit the bell, get notified. Hopefully my notification will go out to you. If not, unsubscribe and resubscribe again. Hit the bell again. Turn on all notifications again. And hopefully YouTube will wake up and send it to you. And not 3-4 years later. But we'll see what happens with that. We're going. But thank you all for watching, and if you're new, welcome to the party, pal! And I hope you enjoy the ride, and if not, get the fuck out of here! Get out of here. Spanish Archer. And that's pretty much it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this Friday night, well, late Friday night, here in the Northeast, or wherever you may be, it's Friday night, and you know what that means. It's time for the weekend. And I hope you guys have a great middle of October weekend. Going to be pretty cool here in the Northeast. Besides, after tomorrow, going to start going down like my dick in your mama and girlfriend's mouth. But then again, you know, you've been riding my dick for 13 goddamn years or less. You put each other's small wangs down your throat, but it is what it is. But it is what it is. But the temperature is going to be going down. We're going to actually get to actual fall weather, like November weather. It's going to be like 54 degrees on Wednesday, and it's supposed to rain Sunday night in the month, probably all day Monday, which sucks. Not that I'm doing anything besides work, but I might go if I have to go out somewhere, and then it's going to be in the rain. But it sucks. But it is what it is. That's that. But to everybody, have a great weekend. Be safe. Got a lot of stuff happening this weekend. College football. We got baseball tomorrow. So we got some clinchers possibly tomorrow. We'll see what happens with that. With the Astros and the Seattle Mariners now switching to Seattle for game number 3. Astros might sweep that series. We'll see. I'll see what happens with that. We also got the Yankees and the Cleveland Guardians in game 3 of that series. Game 2 was this afternoon, was past afternoon, and well, it was a pretty decent game, but Yankees were up 2-0. But Cleveland battled back, made it 2-2. They went to extra innings, and the Guardians got 2 in the top of the 10th, and then they shut down the Yankees, even though they had a guy on. But it is what it is. So the Guardians tie up that series at 1 game apiece. They win today 4-2 in 10 innings. And stay classy there, Yankee fans, because you're booing Judge, and I love it. Do you need some industrial strength roids there, Judge? Judgy Wudgy, do you need some more roids? Did you run out? Do you have to get a refill? Maybe go ask your buddy Stanton. Maybe he has an extra needle they can stick up your ass. He has lost it ever since he hit number 62. Not that it mattered, but ever since he hit 62, he has fallen off the face of the earth. And he's really not showing up here in the first 2 games of the playoffs. 7 strikeouts. He struck out 4 times today. Got the good old golden sombrero. Good. Keep it going. Keep it going, Judgy. You're really helping your team. But it is what it is. So we'll see what happens tomorrow in Cleveland. I think that game's at 3:30, I think it's 3:30. So you got the middle afternoon game, game 3, and then game 4 will be in Cleveland again on Sunday. We don't know what time yet, but we'll see. And that's it. So to all you Yankee fans, duh! Yankees lose! But not over yet. Not over yet. It could go 4, it could go 5. But we'll see what happens with all that. And move on from there. Also today, the Philadelphia Filthies walloped JD's Braves today, 9-1 in that shithole in Philadelphia. So they're about to possibly clinch that series. They're up 2-1. Game 4 tomorrow in Philadelphia. So can the champs come back, or will they go bye-bye and join the Mets on the golf course? Please, for the love of God, Philadelphia win tomorrow! Please win tomorrow so I can laugh even more, JD. "101 wins, NL East title. Did you get anywhere? No. So it might be all over but the shouting tomorrow, but you can't say the Braves are dead yet. But they're a great, decent team, not great, but decent. So we'll see what happens in Game 4 tomorrow. And then the other series, like I said, the Astros. Just check something else quick. Okay. So that's basically it for that. So Astros about to sweep tomorrow in Seattle. We'll see what happens. And then the Dodgers and the Padres game 3 in San Diego, which was tonight. I think it's over now. Let me just check the scoreboard for you guys. And All right, let's see here. Well, tonight in San Diego, the Padres beat the Dodgers 2-1, and really putting the Dodgers, who are basically the best team in the league, on the brink. Uh-oh. This might actually play well if the Yankees get past the Astros, if they even get to the ALCS. The Dodgers are not in it, and the Yankees get into the World Series. I think they might have a good shot to win that World Series, but hopefully they don't. But we'll see. If it's the Filthies, then that'll really piss me off. I think every Met fan would be pissed if the Phillies win the World Series. Oh no. Please no. Please no. So we'll see what happens with that. Game 4 tomorrow. Tomorrow night in Petco Park, 9:37 start on FS1. So we can see some clinchers tomorrow. We can see, besides the Yankee series going to Game 4, but we'll see if series can go to Game 4 or possibly a deciding Game 5 on Sunday. And that's basically it. We'll see what happens with that situation. All right, so that's all the baseball today. There was a Rangers game today. The Rangers, who were 2-0. They were undefeated. Coming into tonight's game in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. It was tied at, last time I checked, it was tied at 1 apiece, but sadly I have to report that the Rangers lost tonight, which sucks. It was a back-to-back. What do you want? Igor wasn't in it. I don't even know it was Georgiev or somebody else. But Rangers lose 4-1 to Winnipeg. So their 2-game winning streak goes bye-bye. They're not going to win them all. But, it was a good game for the first basically about 46 minutes. And then Winnipeg just came back and just got the next 2 goals. They probably added an empty netter. When it is what it is. So, excuse me. So, the Rangers lose 4-1. And their next game will be on Monday night at the Garden, the world's most famous arena, the Mecca of all sports, as they play the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. So it's be Game 4 for the Rangers. I think the Ducks already have 1 win so far. I think they probably playing tonight or they played last night. Play tomorrow. So it's probably be Game 3 for the Ducks. So Rangers kind of have a game in hand, but it is what it is. But it's early, the hockey season just started this week. And now we're going to actually start our first official week second week of hockey season. As we're on the road to Game 82. Got a long way to go. It's only, it's Game 3 games so far. So the Rangers got 70, as of Monday, 78 games left, 79 games left. So long way to go. Long way to go. And basketball is about to start, I believe, this coming weekend or early next week. Nobody cares. I personally don't, but I'm not going to watch that much basketball unless it comes on before Dynamite. Well, not Dynamite, I should say Rampage. Because there's no basketball on TBS. But it is what it is. And that's it. All right, that's your sports of the night. Also, week 6 of the NFL on Sunday in the league where they play for pay. Giants are in action against the Baltimore Ravens. Otaku's team and everything. Probably get beat, but we'll see. Jets got Gadgets and his discount double check Packers. Then that's in Green Bay. The Giants are at home at MetLife Stadium. Then the 49ers play at 1 p.m. in Atlanta. Not televised, as always. I don't think the Niners are going to be televised until maybe the Sunday before Halloween, because that's should be really the game of the week. America's game, they should put that on Fox 5 here in New York City, because they're playing the Rams in LA, and we'll see what happens with that. But, it is what it is. So, week 6 of the NFL has just started yesterday with the Bears and the Commanders. I think the Commanders won that game. I personally don't care. Well, I do care for my, my fantasy league, but it is what it is. And we'll move on from there. All right. So that's the sports of the day. Let's get to another sport, and that is the sport of professional wrestling. Yes, it is a sport. It's not sports entertainment. And if you think it is, you're a fucking mark. And that's all I got to say about that. All right. So right now, I hope you're sitting down. I hope you got a cold beverage or just something. I got a vanilla shake. So that I made myself. Good old-fashioned vanilla shake. Can't beat it. Excuse me. I'm dying now, but he's dying, yay! Fuck you. I am immortal. Anyway, so right now, let's get into your Friday night. It's Friday night. You know what that means? It's time for your late night WWE Smackdown and AEW Rampage reviews for October the 14th, 2022, or if you're watching from somewhere else, it's now October the 15th, 2022. Wherever you may be watching this, or you're watching on the replay tomorrow, or later this evening, or late, maybe you're watching the late show. And then you just hop, like you're bored, like, oh, Peter's got a video on. Let's watch this. But it is what it is. All right, so SmackDown and Rampage tonight, very good shows. We had a cliffhanger at the end with our good friend Bray Wyatt. And on Rampage, we had a couple of, we had one guy coming back. And we had we had actually two guys coming back. And we had a debut of a former, we had the debut of a former World Tag Team Champions in different companies. Impact, Ring of Honor, New Japan. No, it wasn't FTR. Well, actually, FTR was never an Impact, but I think if you watched Rampage, you saw a certain, I don't want to give it, I'll give it away later, but a certain group called the OGK, with OKG, the OKG, I think you know who they are. So, they made their shocking debut tonight on Rampage in the main event, but we'll get to that in just a second. But let's start off with SmackDown. And hit my notes. Hit the wrong file. Damn it. Alright, so SmackDown, like I said, was very good tonight for once. And it emanated from the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans, Louisiana. And our commentating team, as always, in our new season, Mitchell Cole and Bad News Reed Bennett. So I'm afraid I got some bad news for you, trolls. Well, you got bad news, but I digress. But anyway, All right, so Mitchell Cole and Bad News Wade Barrett on commentary. We're a couple weeks away from Crown Jewel 4, which comes your way November the 5th. November the 5th in that great country of Saudi Arabia. All right. So basically, the big thing on the show tonight was Bray Wyatt coming back, his first official appearance. Well, besides since Extreme Rules, and his return to SmackDown. Now he's exclusive to SmackDown, which I think is great. So we're gonna hear from him and got some other matches as well. Fatal 4-Way #1 contenders match for the Intercontinental title. We had Killer Cross, Solo Sikoa of the Bloodline. We the ones, like the prophecy, we're always the ones, and you're just number twos. We had Sheamus Fella! And we had the one and only Ricochet. And whoever wins that goes on to face Walter for the Intercontinental title. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so we start the show off with some chaos. We had a chaotic opening to SmackDown as we opened the show with Scarlett Bordeaux and her husband, Killer Cross, being involved in a car wreck outside the arena. What is wrong with people going into the parking lot? It's not like the NXT parking lot made its main roster debut and everybody's getting hurt in the parking lot. Yeah, so we see Scarlett and Cross get into a car accident. And basically both got injured, barely able to walk. Cross is like a little bit busted up, and he's like, I can't even barely walk. So Scarlett looked a little bit better. Well, she always looks better. She got out of the car, ran over to her husband, Killer Cross, asked him if he was okay. Basically, he looked like he got hit by a bus. He had a little, he got really fucked up, banged up, whatever. Blood on his cheek. I thought he got busted wide open on the head, but that was just his hair. But in any event, she goes over to him and sees he's okay. Basically, he's not. And then out of nowhere, Drew McIntyre comes from, I don't know, I guess he was the other person in the car, obviously. He runs up and jumps Killer Cross from behind, ramming him into the side of the truck over and over and over again. As we see that the trunk of the car was dented. Well, the front of the car was shattered, but he was smacking him into the back of the car, which got dented. Then he threw him into the front of the car, basically whipped his ass there. And then Drew puts him in the driver's side door, slams the door. Even when WWE agents and other people tried to stop him, like security, your security ain't gonna work. But eventually they broke it all up, and basically freaking Cross looked like he was half dead. So that might put a damper on the Fatal 4-Way match. So hopefully he's not injured too much, so he can still participate, even if it's not at 100%. But we'll see what happens with that. So referees and agents have to break it up. They finally get Drew out of the situation to get him out of harm's way. Drew's shouting that this is just the beginning. So the feud that started right around Clash of the Castle continues on, with the strap match, which Killer Cross won. But Drew's just not happy. He's pissed. And he wants revenge. So we'll see what happens with all that. So I gave that first segment 3 out of 5 stars. And we're off and running on Smackdown. Alright, after that, we get the opening sequence with the, the theme song, AC/DC's Are You Ready for a Good Time? Okay, I'm not gonna sing like that, but I shouldn't have done that, but I can't sing like Brian Johnson. Oh, it's not even a Brian Johnson song, it's a Bon Scott song. God bless Bon Scott, and God bless, another high-pitched singer, that's Brian Johnson. You got to roll your boat, get me down the street. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't sing like that. It's not in my voice range, I'm sorry. I used to sing them, and now my voice is, fucked up. It is what it is. At least I can sing better than you guys. I mean, I have sang. I did a little karaoke for Demolition's, the Demolition theme song by Rick Derringer. Didn't come out as I wanted it to, but then it got copywritten by the WWE. Fuckers. It's still there, but, I just got a copyright claim from the WWE. Not a copyright strike, but a copyright claim from the WWE. Not the first time they hit me with a copyright claim. I should have kept that video up that I did with Killer Cross's entrance, but I wanted to play it safe, so I was like, I don't want WWE to sue me, but like Vince McMahon's gonna sue me. I'm gonna sue you, because I'm Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Well, fuck you, Vince. You 76-year-old senile bastard. Or as Michael Cole would say, bastard. But it is what it is. Alright, so we got the opening sequence. We're off and running on SmackDown. And we start off, after the chaos that happened in the parking lot, we start off with our first match of the night. We had Kofi Kingston! Kofi Kingston of the New Day! With his good buddy, Xavier Woods. Now, don't get all rated R, like your boy, Xavier Woods. What? Anyway, so Kofi takes on the honorary Uso. The national treasure himself, the man that is not from Mexico, and he doesn't wear a mask, and his name is not El Generico, and he doesn't steal orphans from the orphanage in Tijuana, Mexico. That's somebody different. The honorary Uso himself, Sami Zayn. So it was a pretty good match, but before the match, we had to get a little talking. Still reminds me of that time I went to Tier 1 Wrestling back in 2016. There were like 6 people talking, and it was supposed to be like a 6-way match. And I go, hey, are we gonna talk? Are we gonna wrestle? Or we gonna talk? And the guy goes, hey, we're gonna talk for an hour. And then it was like, oh, who you got here? Oh, you got clowned. Fuck you. I didn't get clowned. I just want to see some wrestling. I don't want to hear 35 minutes of fucking talking. Come on now. Or as my ex-girlfriend Ashley Marie would say, a little less talk and a lot more action here on BCR. Not me, Mom. Yeah. Less talk, more action. That's what I want. So anyway, the New Day get in the ring. Before they get in the ring, they talk about the Usos challenging their tag team title run at 483 days. As of now, they are 29 days away from tying that record. So just about by this time next month, I should say, right up around the Survivor Series, they probably will be, if they don't lose it by then, they will be tying the New Day for the longest reign as tag team champions. That's overall. So I think the Usos are gonna tie it and break it, because they're the Usos. We the ones, like the prophecy. We the ones. And you can believe that. Alright, we move on from there. Alright, so the Usos talk about that. Blah, blah, blah. They say they're not going to make it. Let me get that. All right. Then we cut to the gorilla position, where we have Jey Uso, Solo Sikoa, and Sami Zayn. Jey Uso is still pissed. He is still pissed off about Sami Zayn and what happened on Monday, blah, blah, blah. They kind of go back and forth like, oh, I thought you had it. I thought you had the match on Monday. Blah, blah, blah. And then, like, Solo's getting involved, and Sami's like, ah. And then the phone rings, like Sami's phone rings, some weird ringtone. And he picks it up, and he's like, oh, my tribal chief. So Roman Reigns was on the phone. It's like, I didn't know he had Generico's number. Is this something you're not telling me there, Roman? You're friends with a guy that steals orphans from the orphanage in Tijuana, Mexico? That wears a mask and his name is El Generico? Whatever floats your boat. Anyway, so Roman's on the phone. He seems happy with Sami, but not with Jey. Because Sami gave the phone to Jey, and just like, oh, Oos, what's going on, Oos? No. You're my tribal chief. I acknowledge you. So, rather than fighting, Jey goes along with whatever Roman, we didn't hear what he's saying, of course, because he's doing some other things, with someone else, who knows, on the island of relevancy, of course. So, Jey had to listen to what Roman's saying and gave the phone back to Sami. And Sami's like, oh, yeah, all laughing and all happy, you know. He's like, oh, I'm talking to Roman on the phone. So Sami was like, my music is about to hit, I gotta go. And then his music hits, I'm like, I gotta go. All right, so he, the music hits, him and Jey Uso go to the ring. Sami tells Solo to stay in the back because you got your own match. I don't need you right now. You do your own thing, dude. All right, so we got that. All right, so I gave that little segment 2.5 out of 5 stars, and we move on. All right, we come back from break. We start the match with Sami hitting a suplex, then adding a running Maga attack in the corner. Could have said that the Rikishi butt splash too, but it is what it is. Both are Hall of Famers and Lycans. So he hits that in the corner. Sami goes up top, gets drop kicked in the face by Kofi as both men go down. Kofi tries for a Hurricanrana out of the corner, but it kind of looked very botched. That's going to be on Botchamania this week. The guy was just mistimed. Sami manages to turn it into a roll-up. Good save there, Sami. So it gets a near fall out of that. Sami then knocks Kofi off the top and out to the floor as Jey was like lurking. As we go to another break, we come back. Sami gets sent to the outside. Kofi then hits a flippity-dippity-doo. And then Jey Uso drops Xavier Woods with one hell of a super kick on the floor, which allows Sami to hit the Blue Thunder Bomb. And we all know that does not win matches. So Sami gets a near fall out of that. Sami goes for a exploder suplex in the corner. Kofi flips out of it, rolls Sami up, but Jey reverses pushes Sami over, and Sami has the inside cradle. 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn gets the win, and the Bloodline continue to be the ones. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And we'll move on. All right, that's that. So Sami gets the win in just under 15 minutes. And I gave the match 3 out of 5 stars. And that's it. All right, chat room's open if you guys want to talk. If anybody wants to talk, be here for a while. So, It is what it is. So the chat room is wide open like Remy Sky's legs. That's it. Alright. And we'll move on from there. Alright, then we go to our next segment. We have two cops in the back. I guess they're asking about what happened with the car crash, the car wreck with Drew McIntyre and Killer Cross and Scarlett. So they're talking to the game. Triple H. Triple H is doing damage control. As always, nice to see Hunter again, on Raw with the 25th anniversary of DX, and now he's on SmackDown. That guy gets around. Gets around more than his wife, Steph. Hi, Steph. I digress. So Hunter is, he talks to them, and then, he leads them into his dressing room, office, whatever it is. But then he turns around and Rey Mysterio, of all people, Rey Mysterio, back on SmackDown. Gets a little bit of a pop. And, he's there to talk to Hunter. And, Hunter's like, I know what's going on with Dom, this and that, blah, blah, blah. This and that. He's like, I'm sorry you had to go through with that, So anyway, Ray talks about how bad things are going with his former son, well, not even his son, because we all know who his papi is. Eddie Guerrero, they say. Dominic, remember, as always, I am your papi. Never forget that, Dominic. You got that Latino heat, and you got that haircut like me, ese pero. Don't be a pendejo like your so-called dad, Ray. Ray's a pendejo, ese. He's a gringo. Pretty much. But anyway. So he talks about what's happening on Monday Night Raw. He doesn't see a way forward. So he's like, I can't hit my son. My son. It's like, I can't hit Dom. I feel everything, he's just lost in the shadows. He's with the Judgment Day. I can't do anything about it. So he tells Hunter, I quit. I'm like, Wah! I'm like, oh, no, you didn't just say that. So he quits, and everyone's like, what? Everybody on Twitter was like, Rey Mysterio just quit the WWE? What? I thought it was like real. He was like really gonna quit and like just be done. Done. But we should know better. So Ray says, I quit. And then Hunter's like, hold on a second. Hold on. Don't talk like that, Ray. Don't talk like that. Let's just settle down. Calm. Take it easy. Take it easy. Why are you so crazy? Take it easy, I say. Take it easy. So he's like, come on into my office. We'll talk about things. Clear your head. Don't quit yet. He's not quitting. So he goes into the office, and if you notice, there's a Wyatt 6 logo on one of the production trucks. You blinked, you missed it. It is what it is. So we'll see what happens with all that. But we do find out later on that Rey Mysterio, that Hunter came out and said that Ray is on Twitter as well. That Rey Mysterio is now exclusive to SmackDown. So I'm like, okay, who goes to Raw then? Was there a trade involved? Were we supposed to have the draft this month? Or was it supposed to be, maybe it's going to be saved for after WrestleMania, where it should be? I don't know. But now SmackDown's got a loaded roster now. Got Roman, Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman, Hit Row, Legado del Fantasma, the Viking Raiders are coming back with Sarah Logan, with that women's division. Ronda's there. Now Rey Mysterio's there. SmackDown's getting big roster. SmackDown and Raw are getting, their rosters are starting to get big. And, you know, Hunter can only hold so many fucking Infinity Stones. There's like 3 of them. I don't know. And there are going to be some more free agents to come. Who? I don't know. Or people coming up from the main roster, like Braun Breaker, Mandy Rose coming back, maybe with Toxic Attraction. I don't know. And we'll see what happens with that. And in NXT, they're going to send some main roster people down to NXT. Just for seasoning, but just to get ratings, especially for this Tuesday night. Because they're going head-to-head with AEW, and I think a lot more people are going to watch AEW than watch NXT this week. We'll see what happens with that. All right, so I gave the Hunter and Rey Mysterio Booyaka Booyaka segment 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, after that, we go into the women's locker room, where we have the beautiful Roxy, or Roxanne Perez. She's there with Shotzi Blackheart. And they're talking, you know, and Shotzi's like, oh, I'm so glad to see you. Welcome to the main roster. You know, officially not on the main roster. She's just visiting. Blah, blah, blah. So they're talking about her pick your poison opponent for Corey Jade on NXT this coming Tuesday. So Roxy's like, oh, I could have picked anybody. And then we see Raquel Rodriguez come in. And Raquel's like, oh, nice to see you. Hey, I thought you were bigger. You know, I told her, I was like, freaking Raquel Rodriguez, like, here. And Roxy's like, whoop. You must be this tall to ride that ride. Well, for all you ladies, you don't have to be that tall to ride my dick. Ha ha! Rosen. Never, I'm not going to bring her up. But she's been riding it a long time. Because she's at that level. She's at a level that you motherfuckers won't be at. You're not even on my level. That's for damn sure. But I digress. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so Roxy picks Raquel Rodriguez to face Corey Jade in the Pick Your Poison match. We'll hear from Corey Jade on Monday with her pick. And it's going to be a heel, so I'm thinking it's probably going to be Bayley. Either Bayley or would like to be Io. But I digress. So anyway, speaking of Io, my third wife, Io Shirai, we see Bayley, don't give me a hug, and the other members of Damage Control, Io, of course, and who's looking fine as always. Good Lord, Io. Settle down. Settle down! Later, we have sushi later. But anyway, so she comes in with Dakota Kai. And they go back and forth, and Bayley's like, oh, you should have picked me! And then, they argue, and then we get a good old-fashioned Teddy Long six-woman tag team match player. So we got Damage Control taking on Shotzi Blackheart, Raquel Rodriguez, and Roxy in her first Smackdown match. Not officially debut, but her first official match on Smackdown. So we got that. That's going to be later on. So I gave that segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we'll move on from there. Excuse me. Alright, after that, we get to your 2-minute suck break match of the night. We had the monster of all men, Braun Strowman, taking on 2 jobbers named James Maverick. Is he Drake Maverick's brother? Maybe. So we got James Maverick and Brian Thomas. So some schmucks from New Orleans. I don't know who these douchebags are. Basically, squash match central for Strowman. destroys them right in front of Omos and MVP, who are in the crowd for tried for a distraction. Didn't really work. Strowman basically hits the power slam into a power bomb for a double decker pin in just under 2 minutes. Match gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Braun sees Braun's like pointing to Omos. He's like, you do that. And Omos gets all pissy. He's like, whoa, I'm Jordan. I'm gonna go over the ring and beat you up because I'm the big black diesel. Blah, blah, blah. So, MVP mocks the idea of Strowman being the monster among monsters. But next to Omos, you look normal. So Strowman's like, get in here! Goes Omos to the ring. MVP's like, we're gonna do this another time. So we're gonna do this later. That's that. So it looks like an Omos Braun Strowman feud, and I could give two shits. I mean, really, Braun is next feud is with Omos, or as I call him now, Nomos. Nomos! That's what the trolls say a lot. Nomos, Vita, Nomos! No, you take the beating like a man. Nomos! You get no mas. Mercy is for the weak. Basically. That's pretty much it. Alright, so we'll see what happens with Braun Strowman and Omos and MVP on Monday Night Raw this Monday night. And that's it. Move on. Alright, then we go to the back again. We have Jey Uso, still pissed off with Sammy. He wants Sammy to thank him for what he did out there, helping Sammy get the win. But Sammy's like, we didn't see that. Sammy and Soul Skull like, what? We were there. We didn't see anything. So Jay's still kind of pissy. So Sammy tells Soul Sikoa that he's happy that he's following in his footsteps. But it is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, now we go to our next match on the card. We had Mansoor, I guess they changed his name back to Mansoor. Thank God. So Mansoor sounded really dumb. So anyway, Mansoor of the Maximum Male Models, or the Maxine Male Models, whatever we'll call it, with Maxine Dupree, or Sophia Cromwell, and holy shit, she looked good. Also, Mace was at ringside with them. Blah, blah, she cuts a promo before, blah, blah. Nobody cared for the promo. They get in, they do some posing, and finally the music stops, and then we get the music of the returning and making his Smackdown debut, our good buddy, Eli Drake. And that's not an insult. That is just a fact of life. And if you don't like that, well, you're a dummy! Yeah! Pretty much. Alright, match was okay. Nothing great. Glad he went back to his L.A. Knight gimmick, which we all know as Eli Drake. So, it's also with Eli backdropping Mansoor to start, hits a running clothesline to the floor, goes to the floor, and Maxine Dupree gets in his face, and then Mace's like, oh, you're not really gonna hit a lady, are you? And then Mansoor hits him from behind, beats him up for a little bit, hits a DDT, but Eli comes right back with a jumping neck breaker in the corner. Then he hits a slingshot shoulder block on Mansoor. Then he picks him up, kicks him in the gut. Then he hits the BFT, the blunt force trauma. Gives Eli the win in just under 3 minutes. So, filler match. So get that. And we move on. So Eli looked pretty damn good in this match. Thank the Lord Hunter is in control. Hunter and Stephanie are in control. Because if Vince was still in control, you'll be seeing Max Dupree Still with the stupid gimmick. But now he's back to Eli Drake. And that, like I said, it's not an insult. That's a fact of life. Yeah! So we get that. So I get the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, Eli gets on the mic and says, "Let me talk to you." He mocks the fans for cheering on him. You should like that because everybody likes you, Eli. Just saying. So he mocks the fans for cheering him, puts the locker room on notice, and he's like, "This is still my game. Whose game? LA Knight's game, and everyone can line up and get their ticket punched." Yeah! That's pretty much it. So we'll see what happens with Eli in the coming weeks. But as far as Mansoor, Mace, and the lovely Sophia Cromwell, back to catering you go. Pretty much. Go have that nice, big, juicy steak that Titus left for you in catering. And then when you leave the arena, I hope you have a cupcake that was made by Dana Brooke. She's still on the roster, right? Right? Yeah, she is. Damn. Damn it! Her and Tamina baking those cookies with Natalia and catering. When's the next release date? Can we get some, like, we're going to have the spring cleaning? Hopefully when that comes up, we get rid of half of these people, like Dana Brooke, Tamina. Well, they'll never get rid of Tamina because we all know who she's affiliated with, Roman. They're never going to release Tamina. Tamina's just going to be there to basically do nothing. Sit at home, collect a paycheck. Lucky you. And as far as Dana Brooke goes, go back to doing fitness or doing something else. Just stay away from AEW. I don't care if you go to Impact and suck ass. Get the fuck out of here. And take our fool with you. I just feel bad for Reggie, man. I really feel bad for Reggie. That whole 24/7 title was, guess whose idea? Vince McMahon's idea. And partly Bruce Pritchard. Thank God that title's not coming back. Now Vince is gone, and even though Bruce is still there, we haven't seen that in, like, what, 2 months? 2-3 months now? Thank the Lord. Maybe what they should have done was bring the belt to Monday Night Raw, put it in the fucking trash can, and blow the fucking thing to smithereens. Fuck that title. That was a horrible fucking title. Or as I call it, the Olive Garden title. Garbage title. And too many people held that. I mean, the longest was freaking R-Fool. The other one, like 50 times, 55 times, I think it was last check. Last time we actually kept records. It was like 55 times he held that title. Beating Tommy Dreamer's record of 27 hardcore titles. Because you know how the hardcore title kept going back and forth. Doing the Ruthless Aggression era and going... Well, I don't even know when the hardcore title ended, right around when ECW basically died. That was it, And then WWE became PG. Stupid. Fuck Mattel and fuck, Linda McMahon and fuck Cena for, making WWE from a good product to a shit product. And now that Hunter and Stephanie are back in control now, hopefully the WWE will start to become a good or maybe great product once again. They're getting there, slowly but surely. They're getting there, baby steps. But we'll move on from it. All right, so we got that, and we move on. All right, so Eli gets the win in the match. He gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. All right, then we're gonna look back at Bray Wyatt's epic Extreme Rules return. Do we have to see that again? Why not? So, we thought it was coming up next. They said, coming up next, Bray Wyatt returns. But then we see that's the 5-minute return from Extreme Rules. But we all knew he was going to be somewhere near the end anyway. but we got that. All right. After that, we go to our next match: Damage Control, Bayley, Io, and Dakota Kai taking on Raquel Rodriguez, Roxy, and Shotzi Blackheart. Match was meh. It was. It's also with Io. Sorry, take that back. It's also with Roxy and Dakota Kai. Roxy manages to hit a head scissors on Dakota, who gets pissy, and Io's like, "Tag me in. I show you how it's done." So Io comes in, takes Roxy to the corner. That gets broken up. Roxy sends Io to the outside, hits a suicide dive. They go back in, and Shotzi knocks Io back to the floor. They get back in. Shotzi gets caught in the wrong corner, but comes back, sends Dakota Kai face first into the apron. Ow. So eventually Shotzi gets the hot tag to the big woman Raquel Rodriguez. She cleans house. She loads up a powerbomb to Dakota Kai on the floor. Ow! Io then comes in and hits an Asai moonsault, which leaves Shotzi to hit a big flippy dibbity doo. So all 6 women are down. They get back in. Bayley hits the Bayley to belly on Roxy for a near fall, and Bayley is in. Usually wins with that, not anymore. Bayley goes up top, but gets super hurricane rounded right back down by Roxy, and she's getting momentum, she's hooking up, brother. And Bayley tries for the rose plant, gets countered into a roll up, which gets countered into a really botched looking crucifix pin. 1, 2, 3. Bayley gets the win for Damage Control in 6 minutes and 42 seconds. So it is what it is. Wasn't great, but still, I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. That's that. All right. After that, we get a look back at the Hot Rod. Ronda Rousey winning the Smackdown Women's title as Extreme Rules against Liv Morgan, and that's pretty much it. And there you go. Ronda could be appearing on NXT, but she's on SmackDown, so Corey Jake is like, "Hey, is Ronda go on Raw?" Ronda's not on Raw, sadly. It is what it is. We move on. All right, then we get another Viking Raiders promo. Well, video, I should say. Basically saying, the Vikings are coming, Valhalla awaits, some shit like that. So you see Eric and Ivar. Then we see Sarah Logan from behind. We don't see, from behind. Nice. But, yeah, so we see Sarah Logan. She's going to come back with them, which I think is great. She's back in the women's division, and maybe if all the rumors are going around that Liv Morgan's turning heel into a darker version of Liv Morgan, hey, maybe we can get 2/3 of a Riot Squad reunion. Now all we need is Ruby Riot to come back. If now that Hunter and Stephanie are around, maybe Ruby Riot was like, "Oh fuck AEW, I'm not basically doing anything here." Except being like a friend to Eddie Kingston. Maybe you should go back to the WWE there, Heather Loveless. That's her indie name. I don't think that's her real name, but yeah, maybe Ruby Riot will come back and be Ruby Soho go back to WWE, become Ruby Riot again, and then the Riot Squad will come back maybe as heels. Never know. I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see. And that's pretty much it. And that's that. All right, then we go back to the ring with more action. We got tag team action. As we see what happened with Hit Row. And get their butts kicked last week by the debuting Legado del Fantasma and Selena Vega, who came back. So Hit Row comes out, her good friend B-Fab. My good friend Prince Idol's good friend B-Fab. We had Ashanti the Adonis and Top Dollar. Who better than Top Dollar? Not nada. So anyway, they take on the Legado del Fantasma of Raul Mendoza, not Cruz del Toro anymore. Got that name kicked out. So Raul Mendoza, well, actually, they're still calling him that, but I hope that he goes back to Raul Mendoza. But I'm going to call him Raul Mendoza anyway. So it's Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wilde. So they come out, Zelina Vega's out, looking hot as always, with the blonde wig. It's a wig, it's not her real hair. She has a weave. You got a weave? And also Santos Escobar. So they're there. So this is coming off last week, so their first official match, bringing back the feud from NXT. We got that, so this kind of reignites. So Hit Row starts the fight in the aisleway. Top Dollar throws Raul Mendoza inside. Then he does a dancey elbow. Dancey, whoop. So hits that. Santos Escobar then pulls Ashanti the Adonis off the apron. And he falls right into the steps. Ow! But, yeah, Santos is like, he falls down as well, so get the referee distracted. The ref's like, what the fuck just happened? Then we see, during the match, Zelina Vega and B-Fab get into it, beat the fucking crap out of each other. Can't fight! So, all that distraction led to Legado hitting Sacrificio, or that means sacrifice, to finish Top Dollar in a minute, under a minute and a half. It felt like a little bit longer to me, but they finish it off in just under a minute and a half. Filler match. So there you go. So Legado del Fantasma gets the win. And it is what it is. That's pretty much it. But the feud is gonna go on for a few more weeks and maybe months. We'll see. That's that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we go to the back with the lovely Kayla Braxton. Hi, Kayla. And her guest is the surprising Sonya Deville. Hey, weren't you supposed to be on NXT this week? You were on Tuesday. Don't you have a match to get ready for with Alba Fire on NXT this Tuesday? Why are you on Smackdown? So anyway, Sonya comes in, starts talking smack about Liv Morgan losing the belt. Blah, blah, blah. And then Liv runs in, beats the fucking hell out of Sonya Deville. Throws in some production equipment. She clears off a table, so slamming her like 70,000 times into the fucking table. Like, Liv Morgan has just lost her mind. So she puts Sonya on the table, climbs up a scaffolding, which was around where, they do the interviews. So she climbs up the scaffolding. Then she thinks she's a, Jeff Hardy dude. And she dives and goes right through the table. I believe it was with an elbow. Not a macho man elbow when he down from heaven. Ooh, yeah. Dig it! Wasn't a Macho Man elbow because Macho Man does it way better. Right there, Randy? Ooh, that's right, Randy Savage. Ooh, Macho Man, Randy down from heaven with the elbow of doom. Ain't that right, Miss Elizabeth? That's right, Randy. Pretty much. All right, so she hits Sonya and with the elbow through the table, leaves her laying. I'm like, damn. She was dressed in all black. And, Sonya, beat her up for a little bit, throw her into the production truck a little bit. And then, we see, her, I like pain. It looks like Liv's new gimmick is like she endures a lot of pain and she's like smiling and shit. And it's a darker version of her. I still think she's gonna be Abby, Abby the doll, or the real life Abigail. Really should be Miss Bliss, because when you watch when they show the real life puppets, you know, Husky and Mercy the Vulture and Ramblin' Rabbit and the Fiend, and then Abby. When you see Abby, there's 2 title belts on there. I think it's the Raw and SmackDown title. So you can't really say it's Liv Morgan because Liv Morgan never held the Raw Women's Championship. So who has held the Raw and Women's Championship? Well, Charlotte, and I really don't think it's going to be Charlotte. I hope it's not. I don't think it looks like her. Charlotte's a little bit taller. What you saw on the video during that whole thing on Extreme Rules looked a little bit shorter. So I'm thinking, well, maybe it might be Nikki Cross. It could be Alexa Bliss. You know, Bray Wyatt. There's stories that Bray and Alexa Bliss can work it together again. So it could be Lexi or it could be Nikki Ashhole. That's the only. I doubt it's Becky because Becky held both belts. Why would Becky get involved in the Wyatt 6? Kind of makes no sense, but never know. But Becky ain't coming back, I think, till WrestleMania with her injury, so we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Then we move on. So I gave Liv's beatdown on Sonya 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then we go to your main event of the evening. Fatal 4-way match to see who gets a future Intercontinental title shot. Now it was supposed to be Sheamus, Solo Sikoa, Ricochet, and Killer Kross, but Killer Kross got injured, and his injuries, he couldn't make the match. So in his place was Rey Mysterio, who Samantha Irvin said on the mic, saying, due to the injuries he sustained earlier in the night, Killer Kross will not partake in this match, and in his place is, and then they hit Rey Mysterio's music. I was like, oh. I'm like, really? They're gonna make Rey Mysterio face Walter? No, please not him. But anyway, so Rey comes out and cleans house. Rey then hits a big flippity-dippity-doo as we go to an early break. Come back, Sheamus hits a powerbomb on Ricochet, as we were told by Michael Cole that Rey is now officially part of SmackDown. So Sheamus clears the ring, and then we have a epic stare down between Sheamus and Solo Sikoa. And then they go to the floor and they start beating the fucking shit out of each other. Big beefy men slapping meat. So you got that. Solo hits a Samoan drop. Then Rey dives onto him, which sets up a showdown between Ricochet and him back in the ring. So Ricochet flips out of a running Hurricanrana, but Solo Sikoa comes right back in to run both of them over. Then a running spin wheel kick drops Sheamus as we go to break. We come back, Solo's still in control until Sheamus knocks him down. Rey and Ricochet then kick Sheamus on the top rope, but Solo Sikoa powerbombs the 2 of them down, kind of almost like a Tower of Doom. Sheamus breaks up the cover that Solo had with a top rope knee to the back. Ow. Then he grabs the Irish Cloverleaf on Solo Sikoa. And then Jey Uso and Sami Zayn come down for the save and a big beatdown on Sheamus. Because it's, fatal 4-way. No disqualification. You get that. And then Jay and Sammy get into a fight. What else is new? Hey, I want to beat him up. No, you don't beat him up. I beat him up. No. Is this kindergarten? So they argue over who should beat Sheamus up. And then the rest of the Brawling Brutes, Ridge Holland and Butch, They come out to help Sheamus, and all of them go to the back. So it looks like we're gonna get a Bloodline Brawling Brutes feud, minus Roman, of course. Let's see what happens with that. So that leaves Ray and Ricochet in the ring. Ray trips Ricochet, puts him in position for the 619. Then he goes up top, hits the Eddie Galero Desi. Why are you doing it like me? You are not me, Ray! Stop! Pero! So Ray hits the frog splash. 1, 2, 3. Rey Mysterio is your new #1 contender for the Intercontinental title, and he has a title match waiting for him against the big man himself, Walter. And I'll just say this: Walter's gonna kill him. There is no way Ray's gonna beat him for the Intercontinental title. No way in hell. Unless Sheamus gets involved, then he might have a shot. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, match was okay. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. And then that's pretty much it. Alright, then with 8 minutes left, the lights go out. We hear, he's got the whole world. Sing with me now. In his hands. So then the lights go down. We hear that. The fireflies come all out. Then we see the door, which shows up again on the entrance. Then we see that big white light, whitish blue light. And then Bray Wyatt comes out for his full lantern entrance. And my goodness, that theme is amazing. I don't know who sings it. I'm going to go find out who sings it. I thought it was AFI, because it kind of sounded like a little bit like AFI, Code Orange-ish. Maybe a little bit of Motionless in White. I don't know. But I'm going to find out who sings it. Well, who sings it? Because it is amazing, and it sounds so good for him. So Bray goes to the ring, and he starts, moving the lantern like this. Then he puts it down. As the theme song starts to fade, he picks up the lantern, blows it out, doesn't even say, "I'm here." So anyway, Bray gets on the mic and cuts a very passionate promo, kind of almost fell off script. So he says he never thought he would get to be here, him getting released a few months ago, when the crowd's like, welcome back, and he's starting to cry. I mean, there's no crying in wrestling. So he thanks the fans who, believed in him, and he's like, this is me being myself. This is Bray Wyatt being myself. I thought he was gonna really go off script. It's like, this is Wyndham with Thunder talking to you. My name's not Bray. My name is Wyndham with Thunder. But he says, I'm being myself for the first time. And he's crying, and, you felt for the guy. And he says, over the last year, I've lost a lot of things, like my grandmother, my career, my self-confidence, and 2 people who are really close to him, meaning Brody Lee and Sarah Lee, no relation. He says, I thought nothing I ever did mattered, but I was wrong. Once I was done feeling sorry for myself, people started asking me to come back. Hunter, Stephanie, hi Steph. There were people he met who said he helped get them through some tough times, and those people would say, thank you, Bray. And then the fans are like, thank you, Bray! Thank you, Bray! But the thing is, he could sit right here and say, they were there when he was weak and vulnerable, so thank you for saving my life. Then he talks about the reason things got better, and then the lights just go out, and then we see that creepy guy in that creepy mask appear on the screen, and he's like talking he's like the devil or something like that. I don't even know who this guy is. I think it's Bray Wyatt's alter ego. Like the evil Bray Wyatt, which is not going to be Bray Wyatt. Then again, it could be somebody else. I don't know. But that guy appears on the screen, and we get different images and shit. And basically he says, forget the future and follow me. And then we see the new Wyatt 6 logo appear, and then that ends the show with a cliffhanger. Like, what happened here? What is going on here? What's going on here? I'm trying to help you get better. I'm Dr. Phil. No, get out of here, Dr. Phil. Nobody wants to talk to you. So left off with a cliffhanger. What is going to happen now with Bray Wyatt? Is he having demons? Is this his alter ego? I don't know what's going on here. But I'm intrigued, and I'm waiting for next Friday night from Toledo, Ohio. So we'll see what happens with Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt 6 next week on the program. We didn't see much of the Wyatt 6 logos. I mean, we saw we saw one during the Rey Mysterio segment on the box, and then during Hit Row's entrance, we see the screen go right into the Wyatt logo, the Wyatt 6 logo, and then I don't think we saw it anymore. I might have missed one of them. Maybe I missed another one near the end, but this was very good, you know. With Bray, with the cliffhanger, like what happened? Who is this guy that's talking to him? Why did he interrupt Bray and talk about forget the future, follow me? So it's basically like he's the good angel, and then you have this dark figure that looks like his alter ego. Follow me, or as Abe was saying, Abe's exes, yellow. Follow me. Yo. I love that game. But I digress. Alright, so I gave all that 3.5 out of 5 stars. And we'll see what happens next week on Smackdown. So Smackdown, pretty solid show. 7 out of 10 stars. And that's it. Right to the point. Alright, before we head out, because it's almost 2:30 in the morning, we're going to end off with Smackdown. Well, not Smackdown, sorry. Rampage. And Rampage was back in its regular spot. It was taped yesterday, but we see it today, and we're going to see it next Friday as well. Because I think I don't know when they're taping, I think they're taping Rampage on either the same night as Dynamite on Tuesday, or they're going to do it Wednesday night. From Cincinnati, Ohio. We'll see what happens to that. But anyway, we're back at it again from Toronto, Canada. And our commentary team, as always, the man behind the mask, Excalibur, the very legend, wait for it, Gary, legendary commentator himself, Tony Baloney, Schiavone, and the man himself, good old JR. By God, Jim Ross. By God, Stone Cold. Roger Sauce. By God. With him like a government mule. So we got Excalibur, Tony Baloney, and Jim Ross on commentary. So we start off with match number 1. Tag team action. We had two members of the Blackpool Cuckold Club. I mean, the Blackpool Combat Club. We had former Ring of Honor champion Claudio Castagnoli teaming up with his good friend, the AEW Heavyweight Champion, Jon Moxley. Wow thing. Give me phone. Whip phone? Whip phone? Yeah, he's due. Bet the curve, Ricky. Throw the heater. I got one thing to say to you, Vaughn. Strike this fucker out! Pretty much. Great movie. Great movie. 1 was better than 2, by the way. Major League 1 was way better than Major League 2. Way better. But I digress. Alright, so Claudio and Moxley team up against the Butcher and the Blade with Toronto. Well, not even Toronto. She's not from Toronto, but she's from Buffalo, New York. And that is Allie the Bunny at ringside. And I think we had Mr. Regal on commentary. I might have missed it. But anyway, all 4 men are in the ring, brawling, as we start the carnage, spills outside the ring. We got the Blade tossing Moxley in the ring. Both men begin a series of chopping the crap out of each other. Big beefy men slapping me. Excuse me. Moxley gets the best of that. Follows up with a quick release back suplex. As we see in the back, the Cowboy. Not James Storm. Cowboy, Hangman Adam Page. Looking on. Maybe about to do some cowboy shit. So, but he's looking on. Claudio then gets tagged in, and him and Moxley perform a double team combo on the Blade. Claudio goes for the cover and gets a near fall. The Blade manages to rake the eyes, circa 1902, of Claudio, tags in the Butcher, the bigger man. Claudio reverses a stalling back suplex attempt, but Blade gets tagged back in. Claudio then destroys him with a bunch of tiger uppercuts. And then the Bunny gets in to stop the onslaught as we go to break. We come back. This is behind the... Well, Ali got involved behind the referee's back, as always. As we go to break, we come back. Blade is in control of Claudio, denying Claudio the hot tag to Moxley. Butcher then delivers a clothesline, followed by a back suplex. Blade then comes from the top rope, connecting with a flying lariat clothesline to Claudio's chest for a near fall. Claudio then catches the Butcher with a tiger uppercut to the chin. Then he finally gets a top tag to Mox, comes in, hits a Gilmore Cutter! Bang! Didn't hit it the way I would hit it, but it is what it is. Learn to do the move next time. Stop stealing it, bastards. If I sued every person that used the Gilmore Cutter, I'd probably be a big, rich man, but I'm not. I'm just a schmuck from New York. A good, honest schmuck, not like JD, who's a real schmuck from New York. But I digress. And I can only imagine what's going to happen tomorrow night. The Braves lose. He's going to go into a rage. Now I'm just going to be there and go, ha ha. I'll do Nelson. There you go. All right, so Moxley comes in and hits the Gilmore Cutter on the Blade. Then we got to dive in between the ropes to lays out the Butcher. Moxley then digs his fingernails into the back of Blade. Where you Hulk Hogan right in the back? Circa 1985, brother. So he does that, followed by a 1921 power driver for a near fall. Moxley then stomps the crap out of the Blade with his boot. Butcher then breaks it up. Claudio comes in. All 4 men are now in the ring, and they're about to do moves, and they stop, and then they just look at each other, and the fans get all up in arms, like, yeah, it's great, yeah. Okay. I was like, what are you guys standing for? But anyway, they size each other up. I like that. Moxley and Claudio knocked the Butcher and the Blade down with a pair of clotheslines. Then some double stomps to both men's faces. Then the Death Rider, followed by the Ricotta Bomb. And basically, Claudio, who is the legal man, gets the win for the team. 1, 2, 3. And there you go. So time to match was 12 minutes exactly. And I gave the match 3 out of 5 stars. Not a bad opening. But, you know, just shows how powerful the Blackpool Combat Club is. And I think this is... I don't remember seeing Moxley and Claudio ever teaming before. Well, besides, like, you know, different tag team matches. Not as a tag team, but... It is what it is, but 3 out of 5 stars for that. And we move on. After the match, Moxley gets on the mic and asks the question, what's going to happen to Adam Page if the Hangman doesn't bring his A game? And then Claudio shouts that Paige will be squashed on like a bug. And that's pretty much it. So just a little bit of hype for Paige Moxley. Paige and Moxley on Tuesday Night Dynamite for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. And we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. Alright, then we go to the back with the newest member of the AEW roster, where we saw her on Dynamite, making her AEW debut. And that is Moxley's hot wife, Renee Paquette, or Renee Young. She's with Swerve Strickland, Prince Idol's cousin, Swerve Strickland. Whose house? Swerve's house. And his partner in Swerve and Our Glory, Keith Lee. So Keith Lee tells Swerve he has an issue with the fact that Swerve cheated to win on Dynamite against Daddy Ass Billy Gunn. So he thinks Swerve is swerving in the wrong lane. Swerve is like, oh, I beat his ass. I showed the Acclaim, blah, 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 this and that. Kind of talks a little thing about Smart Mark stealing the Acclaim's little catchphrase, scissor me daddy. Something like that. So we got that. So Keith Lee's like, well, you're swerving in the wrong lane, bro. Get your head into the game. So it kind of looks like the seeds have been planted for the eventual breakup of Keith Lee and Swerve's eventual heel run again. Well, we'll see. And that's pretty much it. That's it. And I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. All right, we go to break. We come back. Once again, Renee is in the back. This time, she has the Dark Order. So we had Evil Uno, Preston, or 10. And we had the Beaver Boys of Alex Reynolds and Johnny Hungee, John Silver. So they're there talking to Renee, and then Jose Jalapeno on a stick. No, Jose, the assistant, comes in, gets right in Ten's face, and starts talking to him about stuff like that. Some just getting really pissing Ten off. Ten's like, he gets really pissed. Like, you've been hounding me for weeks and weeks and weeks, but you know what? So he's like, he says, he wants a match with He wants a match with Bruce, and he puts a stipulation out there like he did with Andrade, but we all know what happened with the Andrade stipulation. That never happened because Sammy Guevara and Andrade got into a fight backstage, and they sent Andrade packing. It's like, you ain't gonna get money. You ain't getting paid tonight. Get out of here. Go bang shoulder flare. So his stipulation this time with Rush is that he tells Jose that when he beats Rush, no more trying to recruit him or anyone else from the Dark Order. So Jose's like, okay. And then Ten's like, get out of here. Bugger off. Get the fuck out of here. And, yeah. I'm like, what is going on with these stipulations? Why does every match have to be with a stipulation? I don't get it. But it is what it is. And that's that. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. So we'll see what happens. I believe that match is going to be on Dynamite this Tuesday night. That's that. Then we get to our next segment. We go to the ring. We hear the music of Judas by Fozzy and Judas in my mind. Yeah, saw that. So we have the Jericho Appreciation Society. Well, not all of them, but we have the Oak Show, the Ring of Jericho champion, the Wizard, Chris Jericho, comes out with Anna Jay, the Ring of Honor Pure champion, who now turned back to being a heel, Daniel Garcia, and 3.0 of Angelo Parker, and Daddy Magic Matt Maynard. They all come to the ring. The crowd starts singing Judas in my mind. Huh. It's Sing Along with The Rock. No. Anyway, Daddy Magic is on the mic. Gets on a nice little pop from the crowd. He says, "Hey, you know what makes my nipples hard?" I don't want to know. Well, obviously not hot women. I don't know. Well, he is married and has a kid, so lucky you. But he's like, "You know what makes my nipples hard? The fact that the JAS will be together forever! Forever! Forever!" I'm like, "Shut up, you're not Terry Funk! Stop it!" Unless it was an homage to the great man himself, Terry Funk! But you know what? You won't be there, Matt Maynard. You will never be a hardcore legend in Japan. Like me, Terry Funk. I was a legend in Japan. Japan, #1, forever. And ever. And ever. See, Terry Funk does it way better than you there, Matt Maynard. You're a great guy and everything, but do not ever do that again. Do not mock the great legend that is Terry Funk. Because Terry Funk, even though he's like 85 and he has dementia, and he has no hip and no leg, he will still kick your ass. And if not, his good friend Cactus will. Right there, Mick? That's right, Terry! I'll help you out, Terry! We're gonna eat Doritos after I kick his ass, Terry! It's gonna be very tasty! You want a Dorito? Cactus! I told you, I don't want a Dorito! Cactus! Terry! Would you like Dorito? I told you I don't want a Dorito! Okay, I'll go with Mikey! Mikey, you like Doritos, Mikey? They're very tasty! You gotta love, the banter that Terry Funk and Cactus Jack do. And, Mikey Ripwreck, of course, too. Well, fuck Mikey Ripwreck. I could say I shouldn't say that. Mikey Ripwreck, former ECW heavyweight champion, TV champion, and tag team champion. Yeah, he was a tag team champion with Cactus Jack, if you don't remember that. They were tag team champions, and then Cactus turned on Mikey for a while, and then Cactus Jack's last match in ECW before he went to WWF and became Mankind, he fought Mikey, and basically both of them beat the fuck out of each other. Mikey, I believe, won that match. And that was the last time we saw Mick Foley in ECW, except for the One Night Stand shit. When it was basically really didn't do anything except commentary. I think it was for the first one, not the second one. I think he did the first one, and then Taz did the second one with my good friend Gertner, Joe Gertner, who I know him personally, I took a class with him in college, and we did a project together. We got an A, we got a straight A, because we're winners. Unlike you people who probably never went to college. Huh. And if you did, your major was sucking. And not that kind of sucking. Well, maybe. I don't know. But it is what it is. I went to college and got 2 degrees in music and broadcasting. I think I'm such a great guy with the silver tongue. And what do you think? Where did Gertner? Gertner was. I didn't even know he went to my college until I actually saw him in my class. I was like, holy shit, Joe Gertner, you're in my class? Shit. I tried to get him on my radio show, but he was too busy, so. But it is what it is. We were in a broadcasting class. I forgot what the name of the class was, but we had to do a project. And we had he did his research, I did my research, and then we came together and we handed it in, we got an A. Because we're good people. We don't fool around. We're smart, unlike you people. But I digress. We're winners. That's that. So Matt Maynard does the whole Terry Funk forever stuff. You know, that's really, it's Terry's thing, but, you know, Rocky Romero says that too. Well, fuck Rocky Romero. Forever. Anyway, Daniel Garcia then gets on the mic. He's introduced by Anna J.A.S. So he explains why he attacked Bryan Danielson on Dynamite this past Wednesday. He says, basically, it's simple. Sports entertainers are more superior than pro wrestlers. And he didn't want to believe that at first. He said, I always wanted to be a pro wrestler at first, just like my hero, Bryan Danielson. He claims he will never be a pro wrestler. Then the crowd's like, you're a wrestler! Basically, you are a wrestler because you wrestle for a sport! But you're not an entertainer. It's not sports entertainment. You can't call yourself a sports entertainer. You call yourself a wrestler. Because wrestling is a sport. And if you don't believe me, fuck you. Go watch my old Gilmore Chronicles series. Go watch episode number 93 of that series. Did that maybe a couple years ago. When I basically gave, with receipts, the meaning of a sport, and basically proving that wrestling is a sport, because it's an activity with a group or of people or more, not entertainment. They're there to entertain you, but they're not entertainers. They're wrestlers in a sport that's made to entertain you. Not sports entertainment, though. Whatever Vince McMahon tells you, don't believe it. When everybody else believes, it's like you act like Roman Reigns. Oh, you're a sports entertainer. Will probably smack you in the mouth and then make you acknowledge him. I'm a wrestler. He's a wrestler, guys. He is a wrestler. And that's it. So anyway, he claims himself he will never be a pro wrestler. He says, yeah, Danielson taught him heart, guts, and a fighting spirit, but Chris Jericho taught him how to win, and that basically trumps everything. Donald Trump, no. Sports entertainment, and he basically says, sports entertainers beat pro wrestlers every single time, as far as he's concerned. Garcia then claims himself as a sports entertainer, and then Jericho proclaims himself the greatest Ring of Jericho champion ever. Ever. And he promises, once again, to beat every single former Ring of Honor World Champion. And then we hear the music of a former Ring of Honor champion. I thought it was somebody else besides this guy. I was thinking maybe PCO, maybe Adam Cole, maybe not Nigel. Nigel will never come back, and fight because he can't. I was gonna say Jay Briscoe, but he'll never be on AEW television for that stupid tweet in 2013. And any other Jay Lethal, I thought was gonna come out because he's former Ring of Honor champion. Among other people, I thought might have made their debut. But anyway, we got a former Ring of Honor champion, and that is the Peacock, Dalton Castle, who comes out with the Tate brothers, the Tate twins, I should say, no, the boys. And Dalton talks about how he broke his back, literally broke his back, to get the Ring of Honor championship. That was that final battle. What final battle was that? 2008, 2017, 18. I think it was 18. I think it was 18. I don't think it was 8. I think it was 18. So I don't think it wasn't 19. So I think 19 was a different person won that title. There was Cody won it, then he lost it. I think to Dalton at Final Battle 2017. I think it was 2017 or 18. I keep forgetting which one, but no matter. So basically, it's like I broke my back to win the belt and didn't hold it that long. And he's willing to break Jericho's back to get the title back for the second time. Dalton says, I'm powered by the Peacock. Uh-oh. He said Peacock. is that a shot on NBC Universal? Which, guess who that owns? WWE. So was that like a hint that Dalton, when he's really kind of like a free agent, even though he's 1/3 of the 6-man tag team champions, which haven't even been defended yet. Unless I missed something like on Dark Elevation when him and the Tate brother the boys defended the titles. And if they haven't been defended since freaking when was Death Before Dishonor? June? It hasn't been defended in 4 months. Shows you how much Tony Khan does not really give two shits about Ring of Honor. The only belts that have been defended are the Pure Championship and the Ring of Honor title. TV title hasn't been defended in a while since Joe won the belt. Actually, well, yeah, he won the belt at Death Before Dishonor. Then really, I don't think he had a title shot. I don't think so. I might be wrong. But if not, then we haven't seen that belt defended yet. Where is Mercedes Martinez, the Ring of Honor Women's Champion? Where is she? I haven't seen her on Dark. I haven't seen her on Elevation in a while. What's going on? And then the 6-man tag team belts, like with Dalton and the boys, they haven't defended them yet. And the Ring of Honor tag team belts were finally defended on Rampage last week with FTR going against the Gates of Agony. So finally we get the Ring of Honor tag team belts defended. But it just feels like Tony does not know what to do with Ring of Honor. He said it himself. I don't know what to do. So why'd you buy the freaking product? Why don't you just let it die? I know every Ring of Honor, like hardcore Ring of Honor fan like me would have been really sad. But you bought the company, you're part owner. We still don't know there's going to be Final Battle, and Final Battle is like what? Almost like 8 weeks away, at least 8 to 10 weeks away. Was usually around the beginning, the middle of December. Are we going to have Final Battle this year? I hope so, and it's in New York. And hopefully before I go away, but if I go away, still kind of debating about that. But I'm hoping to go away. I already have the money. You already saved up. I just gotta make the reservation and everything. But I won't be doing that until probably after Thanksgiving. So it's up in the air at the moment. But I'm hoping that I can get a good deal and I can take my Christmas vacation. And if I do get it, I will be back. I'll be back in January, right after, day after Raw on January the 2nd. I'll try to get back by January 3rd, but it depends on the weather here in New York City. It could be snowing up a storm, or getting the flight out of wherever I'm coming from. There might be delays. I might have to lay over somewhere, but hopefully not. Go right from the airport right to New York, and then I'm home. Then I have to deal with the rest of the winter season going into basically mid-March. Hopefully, we have a nice hot spring. Not too many blizzards, so I don't have to break my goddamn back, which is already broken in half anyway. Even if I'm getting physical therapy, which is basically killing me anyway. Actually, yesterday and partly today wasn't that. Well, today was a little bit rough, but that's what she said. Yesterday wasn't that bad. The stretching exercise I did yesterday weren't as bad as today. Weren't that bad. I had to do some stretching, and then they put me on this bike, and I had to go like this. Then I had to go like this. But when I was doing this, I had to do it for 5 fucking minutes. I'm going, I kind of kept keep a pace. So I kept going like this. Then I sped up a little bit. That was a bad idea because I started going a little bit faster. Then my hands were starting to cramp up. So I had to stop for a second, breathe, get my hands back in working order, and then I finished it. Then finished the 5 minutes. and then they reset the clock, and I had to go backwards. And I did that for 2 minutes, and then my hands were like, I can't. I had to tell the doctors, like, I can't do it. My hands are like hurting. I'm like, my arms are starting to hurt. So I stopped that, and then they said, go home, get out of here. So I was done with that. So as I was leaving, I put on my jacket, and then the doctor's like start doing these type of exercises. I'm supposed to go like this. It's like I feel it right now, I'm going like that. But when I had to stand up, I can do it sitting, but I can also do it standing. So I got to start doing that over the weekend because because my shoulders and I slouch a lot, so I'm trying to get my posture back because I have bad posture, and I've always had it since I was a teenager. So I'm trying to get my shoulders not to go like this, like this. It's hard. So we got that. So it was a little bit rough today, but I got through it, and I don't go back till Tuesday. So it's gonna be a long road to get back into shape. I'm getting into some shape. Gotta get stronger, and eventually I'm gonna maybe go on a diet. Get off this high carb diet and stop eating junk. Like I had Subway for lunch, and I had McNuggets for dinner, and I had cereal for breakfast. That was the only actual good thing I ate. It's still it's sugars and shit. So kind of raises up my cholesterol. My cholesterol is probably sky high. I'd probably be clinically dead by now, but. I have to watch that, and I have to go get a blood test soon. Hopefully my blood levels are good, even though my cholesterol is probably sky high, so I gotta calm down. I gotta stop drinking soda, start drinking more juice. Well, less juice. Like, I can have maybe some iced tea, or just, I don't really drink tea, or I don't drink coffee. So I'll probably just drink some water. I hate drinking water a lot, but I have to do it, because I want to, lose a little bit of weight too, kind of gaining a little bit of weight from all the junk food I've been eating. But when I get angry, I start binging. So even if I get depressed, I start binge eating, and I want to eat a lot. I can't really eat a lot because when I eat a lot, bleh, the mushroom barley soup comes up. So can't do all that. And you get that flea. You tell him who's boss there, Zuzu. Yeah. Zuzu's doing good, as always. She loves you all. I went to the vet yesterday to pick up her refill of pills. So she's got 2 more months of pills, and just gotta find a date to go back to the vet for her shots, which is gonna cost an arm and a leg. Just going in is like $150 to $300. I'm like, that's crazy. $300 just to bring the fucking cat in? I mean, the pills cost me $35. And that's just for a fucking animal. My medication cost me, how much? Zero. Because I have a good health plan, even though it's a pandemic plan, basically. Pandemic didn't happen, I'd probably be wasting like $100 and some odd a week or a month just for the pills I'm on. I'm on 3 pills, so I used to be on 1, now I'm on 3, because I had to get a little bit extra. So, but small doses. So I would go up, but if I go up, I don't feel a change. If I go down, don't feel a change. Right in the middle, don't feel a change. So. And, I really don't like my therapist that much anyway, because he's a douche. My psychiatrist is retiring. Maybe, she says 2 months, so could be, this might be our last session this coming month, or by the end of the year, or maybe in a couple more months. She said 2 to 6 months she's going to retire, so I'm like, what are you gonna do? Not the first time. You know, I bounce around from psychiatrist to psychiatrist and therapist to therapist and pills to pills. No wonder I'm so fucked up. No, but but eventually I think I'm gonna. As soon as she tells me she's retiring, I'm just gonna stop with them, and then I'm gonna try to find somebody better and closer to me that might go back to the hospital and go to behavioral health in the hospital, but I really don't want to travel all the way to the hospital all the time. But they just do it, on Skype or Duo or Skype or Zoom. Not just go waste my freaking time going to the hospital. And hopefully, I find someone that has my coverage, so I don't have to pay a copay and rack up a humongous bill. I did that before. Now I'm in a lot of debt with the company now that I'm going to see the therapist and the psychiatrist for. I got a lot of debt. Not a lot. I mean, I paid some of it off, but still owe a lot. Not like $6,000 or anything like that. But yeah, I owe a couple $100. I'll pay that off by the end of the year, by early next year. But who knows? But yeah, insurance companies are a pain in the ass. They're a real pain in the ass. But happy now that the pandemic hit, because now I'm on Medicaid, even though I have a humongous job and I make more than what Medicaid usually would tell you to make. But since the pandemic, I get basically I go and I don't have to pay a copay where I have to go to physical therapy, I go to my psychiatrist and my therapist, I don't have to pay a goddamn red cent. And my medication's $0. Great. But, this pandemic is going to eventually end soon. But it is what it is. And now with my my new position and everything, with my new job that I got dental, I got vision. Not that I'm going to probably ever use vision, but, I mean, I might have to go to an eye doctor because, sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I get up and I wipe my eyes and everything. I'm getting ready for work, and I check my phone just in case I get a message or something like that, a text message or notifications and stuff like that. And I look, and I'm like, I can barely see anything. So I don't know if I got glaucoma or I got something on my eye, or just having, I don't know what it is, but. Maybe I need glasses again. Not that I need them, but I haven't worn glasses, like prescription glasses, since 6th grade. That's a very long time ago. But I can see everything now, but maybe my vision's going a little bit, maybe impaired a little bit. I have 20/20 vision. Maybe it's just going like 20/30 vision, or a little bit down 20/10 vision. I don't know. So I might just go. I mean, I have the insurance. I might as well just use it. My job's paying for it, so do that. Get an eye exam. Read a goddamn eye chart. Be like Darby Allin. Darby Allin. And hopefully, I can see everything, and hopefully I won't need prescription glasses and everything. I mean, Rosa has them too, but she's she is what she is. She's old, but she's old and she's wise. So hopefully I won't need glasses. But if I do, I'll just use them for reading purposes. But I'm not gonna. I don't want to put the glasses on and look like a douche when I'm doing videos. Then I'll get all the people like, "Hey, he's wearing glasses." Whatever. I don't care. But whatever. Hopefully, things go well. And then eventually I'm gonna go to the dentist and get my teeth done. You know, gotta get the teeth done. I do have a crack in my tooth, and I just been there for like months, and like maybe a year or two so far. And gotta get a root canal. Gotta get the I have a cap over here. That's why you see I have a little gap. But it is what it is. I'm gonna eventually get it done. But I'm hoping that the insurance I have now can cover that, because I ain't paying one goddamn red cent that my insurance does not cover it. I'm like, I ain't paying $5,000 just to get a root canal or get teeth pulled. Wait, my teeth ought to probably all my teeth are gonna need to get taken out, but we look like a guy from Alabama. But who needs to hop off my one of my good friends? Get the fuck away from me, you stalking prick! Like the other stalking pricks that hound me. Get the fuck out of here, cowards, losers, no lifers. But it is what it is. That's that. So anyway, we move on. All right, so Dalton is powered by the Peacock. He challenges Jericho to a match on Dynamite for the Ring of Jericho title. So Jericho obliges. So we're gonna get the match on Tuesday, and he promises to pluck Dalton's feathers one by one, and he promises to humble Dalton to the power of the Ocho. So we got that. So Tuesday night, Ring of Jericho Championship. Dalton Castle takes on the Wizard, the Ocho, Chris Jericho, and I think Jericho's gonna beat Dalton to bits. And if Dalton stays and he gets a contract, he stays with Ring of Honor, he gets a contract. You know, he'll be in Ring of Honor still. If not, it'll be a free agent, and he can go to WWE. I don't know if the boys will go him. That'd be interesting. That'd be good just for WWE purposes. But if Dalton goes, he's probably going to NXT. I doubt he'll just go straight to the main roster. Maybe the boys will go to NXT and Dalton will go to the main roster, but it will just be weird just seeing Dalton Castle not come out with the boys. Or any version of the boys, you know, just find some schmucks in the back. Hey, you want to dress up like a douche with, you know, looks like a guy from Mardi Gras? You have a Mardi Gras mask and you have like a leotard thing on your, covering your underwear? Yeah. I know, my former YWC member, Trademark. You know, some of you may remember Trademark if you've been a long time YWC guy. Trademark used to do Ring of Honor reviews, and he actually got a job with Ring of Honor as you know, he was basically ring crew, and you know, taking the jackets and the wardrobe to the back, and then you know, get in the back. He was like a little bit of security here and there. I don't know how he got that job. Maybe he talked to Carrie. Carrie still owes me a job. Oh man. But yeah, so he did that, and then I don't know what he's doing now. And he also did, at one show, he dressed up as one of the boys. That might have felt very humiliating for him. But still, you know, at least he got paid. Hell, if I worked for Ring of Honor and, you know, so they asked me, say, hey, do you want to dress up as one of the boys? You want to go out with Dalton? I'm like, oh, great. I was like, do I have to wear that stuff? Yes. Shit. I'll do it. Just to get a nice, good paycheck. I'll look ridiculous in it, but, you know, still look hot. All the ladies will love me. But, you know, then I have to, you know, rehearse with Dalton, all the stuff that they do. You know, hopefully I don't want to have to be the one to take off his jacket and everything, because that's kind of hard to do. I'd rather just be the one just holding up the fan and go, woo, the fan. Fan, Dalton, come on, Dalton, use the power of the peacock. Anything to do. You want to pay your dues in the wrestling business. You got to do what you got to do. Do what they ask you to do, even if you don't want to do it. All right. So anyway, we move on from that. All right. So Tuesday night, Dalton Castle versus the Ocho, Chris Jericho for the Ring of Jericho title, and we move on. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Then we get a video package of Toni Storm, the AEW Interim Women's Champion. She will be defending against her friend who she teamed up with on Wednesday night, and that is Hikaru Shida, former AEW Women's Champion. Shida is getting, Shida actually starting to get her English down pretty damn well. Very nice, very nice. Io speaks perfect English, by the way. Perfect English. Gilmore, I loved you a long time. What? What did you say? Oh, I loved you a long time, Gilmore. Oh, okay, I guess. Yes, sushi. Oh. But yeah, Io speaks perfect English. Asuka's starting to, learn more English. I think Shinsuke as well. And I think Xia Li speaks broken English a little bit. I'm not sure on that, but I know Shida is starting to get better with her English. Very, very good. If you have her on YouTube, she does some singing, and she does pretty good English with her singing. Pretty good singer too, and a good pole dancer too. She can dance on my pole any day. But I digress. All right, so basically, she's like, I'm coming for the belt. Tony's like, you're my partner. I have respect for you, but I'm gonna beat you when I'm in that ring, stuff like that. So we'll see what happens on Tuesday night, and I think Tony's gonna retain. I just think we'll move on. All right. Speaking of more women's action, we got to match. I believe this is match number. What match number is this? Let me see here. 1. This is match number 2. We have the native beast, Nyla Rose, the self-proclaimed TBS champion, even though she stole the belt from Jade Cargill last week, and then she did a media appearance as the TBS champion, and everybody's like, yay! They told the fans to do that. So, Nyla Rose with Marina Shafir and the other member of the Vicious Vixens, Vicky Guerrero. Excuse me! They're there, and they take on, who is already in the ring, Anna J.A.S. So, it's a 6-minute match. It's also with a lockup. Nyla ducks underneath, grabs a waist lock on Anna, then turns it into a face lock. Anna gets scooped and slammed by the native beast, followed by another slam, then a big leg drop, not a Hogan brother leg drop. That gets a near fall. Anna then is Irish whipped into the corner. Nyla misses a cannonball in the corner as we go to a whole ton of ad breaks. Gotta pay those bills. We come back. Anna is dangled on the top rope. Nyla leaps from the top, hits the King Kong knee, but Anna baited her into a head slingshot. Followed by a neck breaker, and goes for cover. Nyla kicks out. Anna tries to look for the Queen Slayer, but Nyla shrugs it off. Anna tries jumping from the middle rope, but gets caught, hoisted up, and put in the Beast Bomb. 1, 2, 3. Nyla Rose gets the win. And the match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. After the match, we hear the music of the actual TBS champion, and one is 39-0. That bitch show, Jade Cargill, comes out with her baddies, Kiera Hogan, the Woman on Fire, and Layla Gray. They come out. Jade delivers a pump handle kick to a female security guard. There's like 3 female security guards and one guy security guard. Jade knocked them all out because she's that bitch. So she knocks one of the security guards, followed by knocking basically everybody out. As we see Vicky, Nyla, and Marina just like they're standing at the top of the stage. They kind of snuck from behind, and then they got them on the stage. And they start laughing. "Ah, you're still got the belt." Ah. And then Jade and her baddies are standing by the ring, pointing and trash talking to each other. Then they start trash talking to Nyla, Vicky Guerrero, and Marina Shafir. I'm like, Vicky can't freaking run. Why can't you just go get the belt? Run! Run, bitch, run! I mean, Jay could have easily got her belt back right there. But I guess they're gonna wait. I don't even know when that match might be. Maybe it keeps going until Full Gear, where Jade actually gets the title back, even though she never lost it, and she'll go 40-0. I just felt that that end segment was kind of dumb, and it is what it is. And we move on from there. So 2.5 out of 5 stars. All right, then we get a video about the Arya Daivari Hook situation, where we saw the Trustbusters put a note on a silver platter for Hook. Hook takes it, looks at it, and then that's it. So we're gonna have, I believe, on Tuesday, Hook versus Arya Daivari for the FTW Championship, and we all know Hook's gonna win that. Send for the man! Like that. Alright, so we'll see what happens with that. Alright, after that, we get a 3-minute squash match. I didn't think this was going to last 3 minutes and be a squash, but we have Ethan Page taking on Isaiah Cassidy of Private Party, who had Mark Quinn and Fat Matt Hardy at ringside. And if Isaiah Cassidy wins, Private Party leaves the firm's control. They go with Matt Hardy, but if Ethan Page wins, then Matt Hardy has to join the firm. But like I said, this was a 3-minute suckfest. Ethan Page jumps Isaiah to open the match, follows that up with a big shoulder tackle. Isaiah Cassidy comes right back with a big tornado DDT. This sent Ethan Page out of the ring. Cassidy comes over the top with a spinning tornado body splash. Goes to the top, looks for the senton. And that missed. Ethan Page connects with a twist of fate right in front of Matt Hardy. Then he hits the Ego's Edge, the Razor Lomo, Chico. What are you doing, my move, Chico? Something happened to them. Something happened to you, Chico. Razor Lomo, Chico. Yeah, yo. It's survey time. No. So here's the Ego's Edge. 1, 2, 3. Really quick win for Ethan Page. And now the contracts of Private Party and Matt Hardy now officially belong to the firm. So now they're in the firm, which sucks. But I don't understand the squash match in this. I thought Isaiah would have won and they would have got back with Matt Hardy, and then Matt Hardy would have maybe reformed a new version of the HFO, the Hardy Family Order, and got better people to be in there instead of the Butcher and the Blade and Ali and then Andrade eventually and Jose and then Roosh. But I just don't understand the squash, but it is what it is. Alright, so I gave that match 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then before the main event, we get a video package of the best friends. Give me a hug. Trent, Chucky T, and the new All-Atlantic champion, my good friend, Orange Cassidy. They're talking about Death Triangle, that bastard Pac, and the Lucha Brothers of Bray Phoenix, otherwise known as Rey Mysterio, and my good friend, Pentagon Zero. Miedo. So, both teams hype their Trios title match on Tuesday Night Dynamite for the Trios title. The best friends taking on Death Triangle. And we'll see what happens with that. And we move on from there. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get our good buddy Bismarck Henry with his pre-match interview and promos from the pinnacle of FTR, Forever the Revival, Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, and the perfect 10 Sean Spears. And then we see my good friend, one of my good friends, Prince Nana of the Embassy, as he leads the Machine, Brian Cage, and the Gates of Agony to a 6-man tag team match. So we get that, and they talk, and then Mark Henry does, I think we've heard enough talk. It's time for the main event. And then Quan goes, ah! And Mark's like, he messed up my catchphrase. Creepy. So anyway, we get to the match. Match was alright. It's also with Brian Cage and Sean Spears. And then Bishop Quan. I know not Quan. He tags in, gets in some action. Spears delivers a series of left closed fists. Hey, where referee, open that hand. To the face in the corner. Spears tries to leap over the top rope. He lands right in the hands of the Gates of Agony, and then Cash Wheeler delivers a dropkick to the back of Sean Spears to send the Gates of Agony crashing on their backs as we go into a final commercial break. We come back. Spears is still getting worked on by the heels the entire break. Brian Cage does a superplex for a near fall. Spears gets an opening by countering what looked like a Death Valley driver. Quan stops him from getting the hot tag, but Spears manages to get in an up kick on Quan. He gets the hot tag to Dax Hardwood, who hits a beautiful, almost Arn Anderson-like spine buster on Quan. Cage then takes Dax out with a clothesline. And then Quan goes for the cover. We get Dax with the kick out. Brian Cage is now the legal man. He delivers a heartbreak kid, Shawn Michaels. I fucked a goat, but I ain't you, Daddy. So here's an HBK elbow drop. Spears makes the save on the pin attempt. Brian Cage drops Sean Spears, then he tags Quan in. They try to go for a double suplex, but FTR countered, and Spears joins in on the action to set up a triple sharpshooter, and Prince Nana's like, going crazy on the outside. As Leona, the other member of the Gates of Agony, he breaks it up. Then we get a beautiful choke slam to Dax by Leona. He's on a big hot streak, but it doesn't last long. He knocks himself out by accident, crashing into the steel steps on the outside. Ow! As he was charging for FTR and Spears. Quan then gets double teamed by FTR. I think they hit the big rig. And then Sean Spears connects with a C4. 1, 2, 3, FTR and Sean Spears, the Pinnacle, the semi-reunited Pinnacle, get the win. Match I gave 3.25 out of 5 stars. It was pretty damn good. 14-minute match to end the show. And that's pretty much it. But after the match, this is where it gets good. They celebrate. Then we, I don't know if we heard the music of the Kingdom, but Mike Kanellis, Maria Kanellis-Bennett, and I'm Matt Taven, the members of, it used to be called the OG Kingdom, part of Honor No More in TNA. Maybe we might see Vincent and Dutch in AEW, or they might go to WWE, I don't know. But the Kingdom has reunited. Where does Adam Cole go now? Does Adam Cole recruit them into his undisputed faction if he does even come back? He might not be coming back to wrestle ever again with his concussion. I hope he does come back, man. I miss the guy. We all miss Adam Cole, baby. But if he does come back, I'd love to see him reunite with the Kingdom. Now, if we get Kyle O'Reilly, I don't know about him if he's coming back. But if both of them come back, I could see Adam Cole with a new look Undisputed Era, or just called it Undisputed. It would just be him, Kyle O'Reilly, and Taven and Bennett against Kenny, the Bucks, and I don't know who would be the fourth guy. In the Elite, you're not going to be Brandon Cutler, I'll tell you that much. But we'll see what happens. I mean, it's all up to the doctors and see how Adam feels, and they can clear him. Hopefully by, I doubt now it's going to be by Full Gear, but then you never know these days. If it's not Full Gear, it's probably going to be maybe Revolution 2023, Revolution 4. I believe it's number 4. Yeah, because there will nothing be number 5, because it started in 2018. 18, 19, 20, 21, 23. We'll be 5. I think it's the 5th year. So, but we'll move on. So they come out, they interrupt the celebration. Maria gets on the mic. Why not? Because she's Maria Canales. Maria takes issue with FTR calling themselves the top guys when they didn't even beat the Kingdom. They didn't win the belts from them. They won from the Briscoes, who lost it to the Kingdom. Duh. Anyway, so they do that. Then the embassy attacks them from behind, all of them from behind. And then the embassy, the Kingdom come down for a 5-on-3 beatdown. Looks like the embassy and the Kingdom have joined forces. Then we hear the music of Samoa Joe. Joe. The TV champion, but he's not alone as the TNT champion, Wardlow. So Wardlow comes out, and they clear the ring of the embassy and the Kingdom as they back off, and that's pretty much it. We end Rampage. So we'll see what happens with that next week, and that's it. So we have a pretty decent card on Dynamite this week, with Jericho against Dalton Castle for the Ring of Honor title, Hikaru Shida and Toni Storm for the AEW Women's Championship, and the big one, which will probably be the main event, we got Hangman Adam Page against Jon Moxley for the AEW Heavyweight Championship. And we only know what MJF is going to be doing. He's waiting in the wings, ready to cash in that poker chip, which I would think he will at Full Gear, and possibly win it, but we'll see. We got all that. And a bag of chips on Dynamite, Tuesday Dynamite. Then NXT. This week is the 18th will be the Go Home show before Halloween Havoc. Got a lot of stuff on that show. Should be some good shows. And we'll see what the ratings for that night will be. It's not a ratings war, but it's just ratings night. See what happens with that. I think Dynamite might be able to beat out NXT on the same goddamn night, but we'll see. And that's pretty much it. Rampage should be okay next week. I forgot to write down the matches for next week, but we'll see what happens with that. So all in all, a pretty damn good Dynamite. And just check some last minute notes. Do I have? No, I'm good. All right, so pretty good Dynamite, and I gave it 6.5 out of 10 stars. Like I said, Smackdown gets a solid 7 out of 10, and that's pretty much it. So I'm Peter Gilmore. I'm signing off. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. What you guys think of Smackdown and Rampage this week. And that's it. Let me know down below in the comments section. You do your own video if you want. And that's pretty much it. So, thanks all for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Make sure you like the video. Stick that thumb straight up. You know whose asses. And subscribe to the channel. My other channels as well. In the description box below. Follow me on social media if you dare. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. And like I said, hit that fucking bell. Turn it sideways and stick it straight up Susan's ass. But hit the bell. Get notified. Hopefully you'll get notified. And you don't miss anything. And if you do, well, fuck you. And that's pretty much it. So that's it. It's 3:30 in the morning. I'm going to bed. It's the weekend. I can stay up late and watch Kenny Omega while I masturbate. No, that's Wednesday night. But But yeah, I'm gonna finish up. I'm gonna finish up some editing. Then I'm gonna go to bed. I'm off for the weekend as always. I got really nothing to do. I got to do some chores in the house this weekend. I'm gonna go do my Sunday tradition. Go to my parents' house for dinner. Watch some Ranger. No, the Rangers not playing this week. Watch some football. Even though the Niners won at 1. So I'll probably watch maybe some baseball. Maybe if there's any baseball, maybe if the Yankees are playing, maybe I'll watch some of the Yankee game. Not that I want to watch it anyway, but probably watch the 4 o'clock football games. Where I don't know what game is on 4 o'clock this week. Because I think the Giants just play at 1 each, so got a simulcast. Simulcast on the rich man's dish, and then I watch the Niners game on the desktop, so on the Niners app, on Niners website. So it'll be like picture in picture and picture. I wish I had picture in picture and picture, but I don't have that. But so don't have that capability on my TV. I don't think any TV has that capability of picture in picture and picture. You have 3 separate things on like one here, one in the center, one on the right. Don't have that capability. But gonna watch some football, and I'm gonna probably head out like late Sunday afternoon, and watch the 4 o'clock games, and then maybe watch a little bit of the Sunday night game, which is Dallas and Philadelphia. That should be pretty damn good. And then watch a little bit of it. Probably go home right near the end of the game, and that's it. Then I start a new work week as we get closer and closer till Halloween. We're, as of this moment, 16 days away. We're just about 2 weeks away, 2 weeks from this Monday, for that great holiday of Halloween on a Monday. So I can only imagine what Monday Night Raw is going to look like with all the kiddies in costumes, and maybe there'll be some ridiculous, corny, that usual corny tradition of the what they call it, the Halloween bash hardcore match. Not even hardcore. And we'll see what happens with that. Then we got NXT on November the 1st coming, which is the aftermath of Halloween Havoc. And then we got Dynamite on November 2nd. And then November 4th is going to be I believe a live Rampage from Atlantic City, New Jersey, at the Boardwalk Arena, whatever. Yeah, the Boardwalk Arena in Atlantic City. Then right before Full Gear, we got live Dynamite on the 16th, I think, November 16th. And then November 18th, that Friday, is another, I think, a live Rampage. That's from, wait, that's from, I think that's from the Prudential Center. Yeah, I think Rampage that night is from the Prudential Center, and then Saturday the 19th is Full Gear 4, I believe, from the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. And then the week after that, the 26th, is the Survivor Series, the final pay-per-view of the year for the major companies. Well, besides Japan, because Japan has one in November to crown a IWGP IWGP Women's Champion. I think the TV Champion as well. And then I don't think they have anything in December. And then by the time we hit 12 o'clock on January 1st, we got Day 1, Part 2. January 1st, that's a Sunday. That's to be Sunday night, January 1st, the second annual Day 1 pay-per-view from Atlanta, GA. Then we got the Raw after Day 1 on January 2nd. Then the first NXT of the year, first Dynamite of the year from Seattle and their Seattle debut, which is the same night as Wrestle Kingdom 17, which is going to be January 4th and 5th. I don't know if it's going to be a 3-night event or a 2-night event, but we'll see. And then Friday Night Smackdown, January the 6th, with the first Rampage of the year. And then we'll get to that. And then I forgot what date it is. I think it's January 20th or 21st. Hard to Kill pay-per-view. I think it's the third or fourth annual Hard to Kill event. First pay-per-view of the year for TNA. And then at the right after that, January 28th, the Royal Rumble from the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. A lot of people are going to be going there. East is going there, I believe. I know Chase is going to be there. He's also going to AEW in San Antonio in December. I think the 21st, that is. So that should be fun. So, good. Go have fun there, dude. And that's pretty much it. So lots of stuff happening in the world of professional wrestling. Baseball is going to be done by November, at least by Halloween or early November, depending on how the series goes in the championship series and in the World Series, and who plays. But we'll see. We got that. Hockey will be well underway. Almost about the first month of the season will be done by Thanksgiving. Basketball, same thing, going into their first month of the new season. College football will be going on the rest of the month. This month, going into November, and then partly December. Then we start talking about the bowl games, and then the national championship game, which will be sometime in January. Then college basketball starts, and just a whole ton of good shit the end of this year and going into 2023. And then we'll be talking about the new baseball season starting right after Valentine's Day 2023. And then spring training will begin, I think, the end of February, going into all of March. And then the new season starts, I believe, once again at the end of March, or at least by the beginning of April. And then that's pretty much it. We're back to the boys of summer come late end of March, early April. And then hockey will be getting close to be done. Basketball too. Football will be already over by February the 12th. That's the Super Bowl 57. And it is what it is. Rihanna will be doing the Super Bowl halftime show. I think that's decent. Not great. Right? We wish it was a heavy metal act, or at least a rock act. Somebody good like Bryan Adams, or Def Leppard or something like that. But I think Rihanna will do a good job. We'll definitely get Jay-Z there to do Under My Umbrella, Ella. Should definitely do that. Maybe Eminem would be there to do Love the Way You Lie. All the other maybe Monster. And maybe some other surprises that have collaborated with Rihanna. Thank God it's not Taylor Swift. She was originally penned in, but then it was like, nope. Taylor Swift is too poppy. Get her out of here. Or maybe Taylor's like, I don't want to do the Super Bowl. I don't know. But it's a little bit of an upgrade from Taylor Swift. So Rihanna's doing the halftime show. I don't know who's going to do the national anthem yet. We don't know who's going to do that yet. And then we don't even know who's going to play in the Super Bowl. We're only on week 6. We got like 12 more weeks left. Got 2 more months, dude. Long way to go. Long way to go in the NFL, in the league where they play for pay. And also we got the NHL in the league where they play for pain. Pain. That's all I got to say about that. And to the guy who started a fight with Ryan Reeves last night in the Minnesota Wild game against the Rangers. Oh boy, you got your butt kicked, didn't you, dude? Ryan Reeves whipped his ass. So you don't fuck with that guy. You don't fuck with Ryan Reeves. That man is a freaking beast. Jesse, release us! And Chesty does what he does best. Release. Let's go, guys. Come on. Let's win a game. So we'll see what happens with that. So Rangers lost tonight. First loss of the season. Not worried about it too much. It's only game 3. The Yankees lost today, which is great, in 10 innings, 4-2. That series is not at 1 apiece. Game 3 tomorrow in Cleveland. When the weather's not dicey in Cleveland. I don't know if it might rain, I think they said, in Cleveland, so I don't know if they're going to play Game 3 tomorrow. I have to see. But I think they will play Game 4 on Sunday in Cleveland, which might be the clincher for either one of them, depending on who wins tomorrow. That might be the clincher. If not, then Monday, I believe Monday or Tuesday will in that crap hole in Yankee Stadium will be Game 5, and the winner will probably be facing the Astros sometime early next week for the American League Championship. And then in the National League, Padres are up 2-1 over the Dodgers, the best team in the league. So the best team in the league might get knocked out by the team that beat the Mets. So we'll see what happens I believe tomorrow night in San Diego, and then Game 5 will be Sunday in LA. So as the Braves and Phillies go, Phillies are up 2-1. Game 4 tomorrow in Philly. Game 5 on Sunday in Atlanta. So the championship series will start next week. That's why we'll be seeing the championship series on TBS on Wednesday. I think it'll be either Game 1 or maybe Game 2. So that's why no Dynamite on Wednesday, which sucks. But I don't think Rampage will be affected. I hope not. But we'll see. They may preempt it. I doubt it, but we'll see. But yeah, baseball's on getting close to being over, and the World Series will be starting by the end of this month, and hopefully by Halloween it'll be over. But we'll see what happens with that. Then we move on. All right, so I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your cookoot. And if you're not down with that, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, trolls. Keep fucking around and finding out, because every single time you try, you lose. Because it's like the prophecy, we're number 1, and you're just a distant number 2, because you're a whole bunch of number 2s. And you got humbled. And that's pretty much it. So all the naysayers and haters that are fucking jealous little pricks with tiny little dicks, you're not down with me, not down with anything else, I'm sorry, but I got 3 words for you, motherfuckers. Fuck you, man. And that's pretty much it. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Have a great weekend, everybody. Be safe. Don't drink too much, and if you do, and you have that good old-fashioned drunk sex, just remember, guys, wrap up that burrito. And that's pretty much it. But have a great weekend, everybody. I will maybe back tomorrow. I doubt I think Sunday I will be incommunicado. Maybe I'll be back tomorrow just to do a vlog on, or maybe just talk a little bit, just do a throwaway random video on professional wrestling. Any news story that pops up that interests me, I might do a little short video. But we'll see. Maybe I'll go live tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. I don't know, depending on how I feel and what's going on. I might do a rant about what's his name, Ariel Hemingway. What's that guy? That stupid idiot's name that I think it's Ariel Hemingway or Hemingway, whatever his name is. The guy that's basically said that he interviewed Tony Khan, and he said that it was the most frustrating interview that he ever did. Basically having the WWE shills basically tell him what to say and what to do, and, basically, he did the interview. I thought it went well, and then, after the fact, he says that, Tony Khan was the most frustrating man to interview. So I'll go further with that, but to Ariel, fuck you, man! You fucking mark! So that's why all these fucking journalists are fucking marks. They fucking think they're hot shit, like you, Meltzer, Alvarez, Sean Ross Sapp. Wade Keller and everybody else that thinks they're big shot journalists. Jim Cornette, Vince Russo, bro. They did their hot shit, but they answered to the WWE. They're WWE shills, basically. So I might do a small rant on that idiot. Talk about the whole Tony Khan situation. Just really giving him a good piece of my mind. And that's it. But I might just do that, and then I might do a live open forum stream, maybe a Q&A. I don't know. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. How I feel and what I feel like doing. I might not even do a video tomorrow. But we'll see what happens with that. But like I said, have a great weekend, everybody. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. If you're not down with that, like I said, fuck you, man. And that's it. Have a great night, great morning, wherever you may be. But have a great Saturday, have a great Sunday. Watch some sports. And whatever team you root for, hopefully it's not like the Phillies, the Astros. Well, not the Astros. The Phillies, the Braves, or the Yankees. I hope they all lose. And whatever football team you root for, unless it's the Niners and the Jets, then fuck you. That's it. So whatever you're doing, be safe, everybody. And that's it. So Peter Gilmore, I am signing off. I will shut up now. I'm going to bed. Thanks for watching, everybody. And until next time, fuck you. And I'm out of here. Peace.